As we enter, I would small talking with Dan when I say, really, under different circumstances, this guy would have been super easy to blackmail. They should really be more careful with their mail.
I don't particularly imagine that anyone actually came in here, though, if this place has as bad a reputation as Reggie says. Reggie's just like perched up on in the lounge area, drinking from some bottle he nicked from somewhere in this room.
Yeah, that could probably have infection stuff in it.
I'm planning on getting infested anyways, it's fine. The Seekers all give each other a
I
look.
could live to be 100 if I gave up all the things that made me want to.
What did you even find?
You're a very peculiar person, Reggie. Thanks, Seeker. My bad, Seeker Captain. Evelyn rolls her eyes. So where'd you go up there? Henri says she comes over to you, Seema. It's a fancy looking bell, I'll say that.
It's a very magic looking bell as well.
Very
It's got
fancy
all
magic looking bell.
sorts. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't what was being used to send messages in and out. But also, with all of the different types of magic, it seems like it probably would be used for other things as well.
Definitely shouldn't ring it.
No, I don't think that would be a good plan.
Is there like a spell to figure out what the magic items do besides?
As Cheddamer says that, I turn to Evelyn and ask, is this your area of expertise at all?
You're asking if Evelyn has identification? Or identify, rather.
Basically.
I don't think she does.
I bet it is a dead token.
She doesn't. Oh, she does, but she's not prepared.
Flash recall?
Rituals?
Sherry spent flash recall. That's right, ritual.
Always prepared. Wizard.
Let me see it.
I hand it over.
She sets it down gently and sort of meditates on, sort of sits on her legs like Japanese style. This might take a bit.
I bet it's going to
I mean, I don't think we're on a time clock except Reggie over there. He's drinking. Ah, feels nice to taste again. Jack just stares at him, and then goes back to paging through books. He's the only one that buys putting him back.
I have a question, because we did take 2 short rests. Did we get the mantles on before infection levels would have started kicking in for some of us?
It takes an hour for infection to kick in.
And short rests
For the first
are-
level. 10 minutes.
Okay, never mind. I'll shut up.
By book, it could be 30 minutes, but I sort of don't give a shit to waste 20 minutes worth of time.
Yeah.
So, some time passes, and then Evelyn is able to identify the bell. And as she does so, like, her eyes just sort of just glow as she just sort of stares off, and then she blinks and looks at all of you. I don't think the bell does... I don't think it operates in the manner that you guys are thinking.
What does it seem to do?
It seems to summon a creature. Not in a conjurative sense, not like summoning a fairy or a devil,
Mm-hmm.
but it just simply calls to something somewhere out in the city.
The way you would call to a dog.
Yes.
Does it
Or
bring the
children who
dog
need to
here?
come home for dinner.
Yes.
So what does it call to?
I don't know.
So here's the question. We could.
Yes.
Yes? Oh.
I said we're
we
waiting.
we could set an ambush or provide something for this creature, whatever it is, to, I don't know, pick up. Summon it. Well, hide first, then summon it. And have something follow it. See where it ends up.
You guys are accustomed to seeing people's expression under masks just from Connor alone. You see Henri get a smirk underneath her seeker garb. Any of you know how to forge handwriting.
I just pointed Aldrich.
She smirks and looks at you, Aldrich.
No, I'm no forger. That would be more Owen's expertise, and he's evacuated.
Ah, missed it by like 5 minutes.
There's been like 20 so far. Because 2 ritual casting. Well, I'm wondering if we could just deliver a report.
Marshall, you do calligraphy, yes?
There's a difference between calligraphy and mimicking another person's handwriting, though.
Less than you'd think.
I would go get a note and practice same way.
Okay, roll me your calligraphy. Why is this relevant? It's happening.
Gotta find a way to get those tools in there.
Oh my god. Over the course of like 10 or so minutes, Marshall actually begins mimicking the handwriting of the chief of staff. And she just gives you, like, she looks, Henri's looking down at the paper as you do, like, after, like, the process is done, and looks at you, Aldrich. Color me impressed.
Scholars are useful.
What did it say? Oh.
Said, I am a performer. It is what I do.
Hell of a performance.
So,
What exactly is the plan then, Henri? Evelyn remarks. Well, we just give him a fake report. Something that might, I don't know, dispel the idea that people are still walking around in the city.
Or
Something like
perhaps
hide at tracks.
ready for pickup.
That could work.
there's a small problem with
Evelyn just points at you, Chandler, and she nods.
small problem with the first idea, the people still being in here. Oh, no. Would Aldrich have mentioned that there were people in the houses, not people, but, people, watching us?
Well, I did message
You messaged
Seema
Henri
and
Seema.
Henri.
Well,
That's a fair point.
yeah. So, even if we try using an excuse at the teleportation circle, they would know that, potentially. And we can't say they died, because he would probably know that, considering his monsters would be killing us.
That's not the problem I found. I in fact have a problem with the second option. If we're ready for pickup, why would Aiden Hughes, your target, come to pick us up personally when he has an entire city at his disposal to do so for him?
Another point.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
In my experience, people in positions of authority or power or privilege or both tend to have a, shall we say, reluctance to share in said privilege, especially power. If we were to color this report in a very challenging way, he might take it upon himself to personally show up and remind
with it.
said upstart of their deserved position.
Oh, I like that.
Wait a fucking second. I just realized something. Why is he writing letters in the first place?
Right.
If there's an overmind, why do you need to write letters to it?
Because
Go to Aiden Hughes.
Yeah. So, you're saying that he's not entirely in charge?
Or that
I'm
he's
saying
not
that this place
infected.
isn't connected.
Here's the thought. The more complicated a task you assign to, say, your street corner hustler, the more hands-on you have to be in the instruction of said street hustler, because complexity does not necessarily agree with, shall we say, free thinking. If I want a complex task carried out, I need someone I can trust to carry it out. I can't have I can't have a street hustler spy on a noble house. That would get us all in deep shit. I would trust someone more competent, someone I would, by necessity, have to give more autonomy.
So, make it seem like
Stand-
the situation's out of hand for the...
The short of it is, the dumber the person, the more hands-on you have to be. The smarter the person, the more autonomy of said entity, the less mind control you can be. That's my logic.
Someone smart, like, I don't know, the chief of staff at the Showbridge Cradle?
Exactly.
Well, that explains one thing then.
That could be an explanation. I could be wrong.
Well, if this letter writing shit is just a giant fucking ruse, it's a really damn good one.
I nod at that.
This is all besides the point. What are we going to do?
My suggestion is, concisely put, write a taunting letter or report where the chief of staff questions the necessity of Aiden Hughes' authority. Why should he take orders? Why, when he can be a ruler in his own right? A declaration of independence.
I'm done. Night, everybody. I'm done.
It's a good one.
I see no problem with this. Henri just shrugs.
And just pull him into a trap.
If he comes here himself.
If he doesn't come here himself, he might send an agent, and perhaps
Maybe that
we
hooks our
can
thing.
capture, interrogate, or even follow said agent.
Sounds like a plan. Marshal Militides, would you mind writing such a letter?
Of course I will.
We're roll the calligrapher's tool, so nothing else needs to happen. You basically are capable of mimicking his writing style, so long as you have like, how to say,
Reference
example,
material?
yeah, reference material to get it really down pat. So what do you write?
Whatever Fred said.
How about this?
A taunting challenge of authority.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, let's see. Well, I should probably ask, like, is Marshall just gonna, like, scribe for someone else? Or is he gonna write it himself?
That would probably be
If
better.
I write it myself, it's going to be a challenge.
That's what I'm saying. Like, should I make you roll for this? Or are you just gonna copy, like, people whose jobs are to manipulate others?
If someone gives me something to write, copy.
I would suggest that you just listen to what Aldrich just said.
Yeah, I think this is a fair assessment.
This is also, Seema this whole time has been kind of staring at Aldrich with a mixture of like, I'm like, I am glad that you're on our team, but I feel like I should be concerned for like our immortal souls.
Yes, the classic immortal souls clause.
I'm going to send you over.
I don't know. The term I'm gonna send you over. You little bitch.
I love it.
Not a
only thing you said.
little. Yes, that seems very fitting for the chief of staff. I agree with this this short report.
We'll have one of two reactions. He'll know it's a trap, or be like, oh, it's fucking on.
Okay, so session's gonna end soon, so I wanna get this squared away. So the actual wording could be decided after session, but from the sound of it, you're gonna send him a Declaration of Independence, a call out of sorts.
Get the tea that the chief of staff was using, dust it all over that bitch.
And then you guys have the letter written up, scored away in an envelope. There's no seals or anything. So just the envelopes themselves, which are just tuck into its own little flap. How do you guys go about using the bell? Like, where do you go? Stuff like that. I see lights going green for you, Garth, but nothing coming out. So...
Oh, no, I'm
okay.
grunting like I'm thinking.
That doesn't require.
I looked at it. Oh yeah, there. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of Willy Wonka memes here. So yeah, what do you guys do for the actual bell usage?
Stay far away from it.
Well, where do you use it though? Is my question. I doubt you guys just ring it inside his fucking office.
You don't know that.
Can we also? Here's my suggestion that we ring it with Mage Hand, so that
Yeah, fair.
From a distance.
I would recommend that we hide, set up some sort of passable ambush scenario, and we agree on some sort of signal for either stay put or attack.
The Seekers could be your point of contact between each other. Seekers have their own
little signals.
operational commands.
Yeah, so spread us out so that we're paired pretty much party and seekers so that we can all communicate.
Okay.
We have earpieces and they have their own system.
Yeah, that's right. You guys have earpieces. You don't even need this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys are reading this outside in the cradle itself, like just sort
Yeah,
of.
so we
support.
can
Could
see
we
or
put it
look
like
around and see if there's an ideal spot, so to speak.
Like, do they have a
Okay.
mailbox?
Yeah, is there like a balcony that leads?
That's a good point, actually.
No, none of the wards have actual balcony areas because
Say,
you
'cause
probably shouldn't trust crazy people with heights. Just a bit.
A little bit.
I would say for simplicity's sake, the mentally insane where the Aldrich came from has like a tall column window which overlooks like sort of towards that upper area. So imagine the mentally insane where it's on the bottom right, it looks up and out.
It also has a caged garden out back, but you'd have to get over the building or around the building. So pretty much a no-go.
You guys could just literally just crack open the front door and then just watch from out there, stuff like that. Regardless, you guys use Mage Hand and ding-ding-ding, ring the bell and just leave the note next to it, I guess? Or the envelope, the letter, I guess?
The report.
The report.
best if like shape changed to look like the.
You're cutting out, like what?
Could you mask of many face to look like him?
I could.
You could look like him when he's in his human form. His wood form might be a bit of a task.
And we don't entirely know if that's...
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I'll mask my face and sit down at the desk, I guess. Lack of a better...
Are you doing this inside his office?
I don't know. What's the plan?
That's what I'm asking you guys. Because you said you want to set up an ambush, but I don't think it's wise to set up an ambush in a room which has no walls.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
I
I'm
would
wondering.
be in agreement with that.
I guess I'm bait then. I'll mask of many faces myself to look like the human form of the chief of staff.
You have a perimeter of hidden people set up around you. So as you... ding-ding, and just sort of wait there, standing there. The closed gates on that side. We'll say the right side of the Showbridge Cradle open up by themselves in a familiar, if a bit disconcerting, natural way. And you see, sort of hauling ass, really booking it across this bridge, is this. It's like sort of reptilian in a way, but it has like 8 legs, 4 on each side. It's sort of scaly and obviously of the classic trademark of Void, sort of black. Its legs are human legs, stuff like that.
I was gonna say it's like a salamander, then he said its legs are human legs. It's like,
yeah, it's sort of like a salamander. It just fucking sprints down the bridge and over to where you are, coming to a stop right in front of you.
I'm channeling my most arrogant inner snob. I toss the report at it like it's so beneath me.
You just look away from it. You don't give a fuck. Hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
And where this thing's, like, I guess, head is, it's more like this, like, just giant, like, flat. It's sort of like a salamander's head. What appears to be its mouth opens up, and then 2 human arms just sort of one of them grabs the letter, and then just brings it inside.
Man, you just make this thing even worse to imagine. Good job.
And then closes its mouth, and then just, just U-turns, and then just runs out.
Whisper to Chedimir.
Just.
I mean, I could Hunter's Mark it. Out again. I could Hunter's Mark it, but I only have 1 first level spell slot, and also we have a bunch of Seekers that could assist me as well.
It's going right to where. Make your choice.
I'm just gonna let it slide because...
It's very weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it slide because I can probably get assistance with finding it.
Following the footsteps, you mean?
Does it leave, like a trail? Probably not.
Not
Like,
really.
it doesn't have a slime or anything?
No more so than a person walking would.
That is a fair point. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the thing.
Your Hunter's Mark or your Primeval Mark it?
Oh, I will do Hunter's Mark because that lasts longer.
Fair enough.
And you know what? I want to do it at level 2 because then it'll last 24 hours and I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna do it at level 2, so it lasts 24 hours because having only 1 hour of that, I cannot guarantee we're gonna get use out of it.
Yeah, keep in mind this thing gets to run through the streets on a foot like that. You guys can't.
Yeah. So level 2 Hunter's Mark on the lizard made of human parts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like human centipede. Anyways,
Oh.
I will say it runs off the right bridge, not the left,
No.
and it does make its way across it. So if you guys choose to follow it, it's up to you.
Before that happens, I will go into the building, within which I will drop the disguise, and then I will emerge.
Okay.
How fast is this thing run?
Is fast.
Fuck boy.
Like, in technicality, it's a large creature, but I'd probably give it, like, really fucking fast speed. Like,
Yes,
Like,
that's
mid-level
exactly
monk.
what it says in the
Mid-level monk probably has nothing on it.
Oof.
says in the
oof.
manual. Really
Wow.
fucking fast.
Yeah. You open up the monster manual, courier creature from Dovros, and it just says speed fast as fuck.
It's just Keemstar's face.
So here's a question, Seema. You need to go very soon. Yes.
Yes, Seema.
Not very, very soon, but I can't go more than like 15 minutes past probably our. So like our normal cutoff here. So like
So,
I can
25
go another
minutes total.
20-ish minutes, 25 minutes.
Okay, gotcha.
So like we don't need to rush, but this does need to be the last scene that like I'm present for.
No, yeah, I'm probably not cutting it soon.
Scheduling is a thing that we should do.
Yes, that is a good point. How about this? We'll just cut it here.
I think this is a cool
I think it's a good
cliffhanger.
spot.
Yeah.
Gives
Well,
us time
we'll
to
pick-
consider what we want to do as well.
Yeah, how
Yes.
we want to follow him
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, so we'll
If-
pick up Okay, well, before we cut it fully, you guys originally had the plan to go left to the safe house. Is that still the plan? Because this thing is not going that way. Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
to the right.
I will promise you this because I had intended it already. You guys will have access to a safe house if on the right path.
Cool.
Like I'd intended for the boss fight to not take that long, and for you guys to have been in like the Temple District or they're around that, like on that right.
To move forward.
Okay? Not move forward necessarily. Killing someone that important is pretty forward moving. Before you go ask, you know you level up.
Yes, we do. Alright, so...
I mean, we still gotta hit a long rest.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. I'll consider the level up. What levels? You guys are level 8 right now, right?
C.
So this will push you guys to level 9.
C.
Um.
What's level 3 alchemist? I forget. Wait,
So he's gonna be. I was gonna ask, like, what if I were to level you up right now? What would you guys' like most likely choices be?
I mean, I think I kind of showed my cards.
Yeah. I know.
And Nevi would be level
gotta
9,
follow.
so she would have a prof bonus to her potions then.
This is true.
Oops, I went to the wrong one.
I would be sorcerer 4, so that would give me additional spell slots and a con increase to 20
yeah,
con.
I would get a discovery.
Jesus. Hey, you can get this.
Oh, wait, no, I can't. Oh, I get a discovery, but it would be like weapon oil, syringes, or combat gear.
I don't know. Syringes are pretty nice to me. I don't know.
Honestly, I
Combat gear is a bit irrelevant for you because you don't have bombs,
bombs.
and you already have weapon oil. So
Yeah.
Get
it twice.
Taryn, what about you? Anything? Or
I'm
you
scrolling
sticking?
down right now in the PDF to see.
Yeah, you would just get 5th level spell.
Is that my only
Is that,
thing?
is that really?
Yeah, as whenever you get a new spell level,
Oh yeah. Whenever you get a new spell level, it just gives you like.
You know what?
Basically,
I'd be pretty fucking happy about getting some 5th level spells though.
So Discovery, ASI. What about you? Or are you sort of undecided, which is understandable.
I've been decided for weeks.
What are you going to be then?
Barbarian.
Barbarian
figured.
level 3.
If that's the case, then I will say fine. For killing a man who has saved so many, as well as tormented just as many, if not more.
And that gives me an extra 4th level. Yes.
You guys will level up after your next long rest.
Well,
I think a good amount of character development happened when you guys were alone as we came back together. I think you guys know a bit more about yourselves.
if anything,
Which is good.
we still have to get to that long rest. So
This is true.
stuff gets.
But I would say the long rest was okay. In full transparency, I was intending for you guys, no matter which way you went, left or right out of the cradle, unless you guys died, in which case I was like, fuck. But no matter which way you went, a watch member would have noticed the commotion going on in the cradle, and then gone to investigate it. And then they'll see you guys. Which way you went would change which watch member you got. That's about it. So yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen next time. Again, we'll have the discussion later. But yeah, consider yourselves leveled up. And from the sounds of it, you guys have a lot of you have access to new spells. Of course, like Marshall, access to the barbarian spell of "fuck you," I cast fist, stuff like
the
that.
ultimate spell, truly.
That gives me an extra 3rd level spell, right?
Yeah.
No, 4th level spell, I mean. So, like, I get to have that because now I have 3 and I'd only have 2 before, right? Or are you going to make me wait for a long rest to have that?
I'll give it to you now, just so in case we forget next time. I won't like screw you for like permanently, but also because like I don't think you guys like because this was a hella heavy combat session today. I think we spent like what 4 out of the 6 hours in combat.
Yeah, 3 to 4, something like that.
Also, while we're here, do you guys have, off the top of your head, have a cantrip suggestion? Because since I'm leveling up, I'm going to get rid of thaumaturgy because I never use that shit.
I don't think anyone
What
does, to be
cantrips do you
honest.
have?
You know what?
I have
used it
Guidance,
to
Spare the
freeze-
Dying, and Sacred Flame, and I love those 3. Those are all...
Those are probably like super fucking good, like the best. Guidance.
I used thaumaturgy a lot of.
You did, but at the same time, what is for you?
It's not in Seema's character, I don't think. That's part of why I never use it, is because it's just not something that, like...
You're not
like-
particularly ostentatious for that.
I mean,
Yeah,
there is
exactly.
which is great damage. There's also Word of Radiance. We yourself.
Oh wait, that's right. We can't forget Xanathars. Xanathars is an option.
Do you get just
Yeah.
any cantrip, period?
I think
No.
it has to be a cleric cantrip.
It has to be a cleric one.
So, Guidance, Light, Mending, Resistance, Sacred Flame, Spread the Dying Thaumaturgy.
Plus
But
whatever's in.
Not gonna lie,
And-
light would be handy, but that's also situational considering how Fred already has light.
That's what
And
I was
mending
thinking.
is like, I would just say don't get it because only one person needs mending, unless you guys get separated.
You could literally just cast Daylight.
That
Yeah.
Resistance
Yeah,
is
Toll the
good.
Den, Word of Radiance from Xanathars might be probably your best two options to, like,
I mean, Word of Radiance is just helpful. Surround.
Word of Radiance sounds very SEMA style also.
I
Are you
don't
sure
know
you don't
exactly.
want to ring the bell of death
I think
itself?
it's 1d6 radiant damage. Daily.
Yeah, 1d6 Radiant, but it's a con save. It's within 5 feet of you.
Luckily, mooks that are going to swarm you, low con.
Yeah.
Mooks? I thought we got rid of them.
So at your level, it
Janik
will
is
be
not a mook.
2d6.
5 feet of you, and it's just like a Constitution save if they're next to you,
Janik
which is good. It's good for like a melee person like you because you get up there.
Yeah.
So if you find that your melee attack, for whatever reason, your goddamn luck blade of "I wish you away from this existence" isn't working out, you have that.
Average.
There you go.
Yeah. In case you, there you go. Fred copied it for you.
Oh my
if you want.
Ooh,
What is
thank
that?
you.
He posted it.
'Cause I was about to look it up.
So
What's it called? Say the name of it one more time. What of
Word
Radiance?
of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. Thank
Word of
you.
Radiance. Evocation. One action. Blah blah.
Yeah,
Instantaneous. But yeah, I think it's a pretty fair bet. Just tell me what you guys do. Like, actually got. Just DM it to me, or use the private chats. This is one of those jumps where I'm okay. The reason I'm okay with doing it is because like it's not. Obviously, it's big, adding access like 5th level spells and such, but it's not a class feature, massive game changing thing. Like, I got Divine Intervention or some shit like that. In which case, I'd be like, okay, hold it there, Buckaroo.
My one thing that I got last time. What's it called? The thing that makes me punch real good.
Oh,
Divine Strike.
Yeah, Divine Strike, which I honestly forgot about until you used it as such. I was like, oh yeah!
Yeah, no, I did too, and I was really mad because I'd hit him twice before that.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, I forgot Henri has 2 really fucking good auras that would have been super handy, and also that fucking mirror existed, so...
Alright, I'm not gonna put the spells that I'm getting down yet because I'm
Yeah,
not
we
gonna
have
take the
time.
time to do all of them, and I don't want to forget and only give myself my war domain spells, which my new domain spells are gonna be Flame Strike and Hold Monster.
That was the second one would definitely be handy. Definitely be handy. Yeah.
As far as scheduling,
Yes,
why aren't you
The
loading?
greatest beast.
the greatest CR beast.
I'm pretty sure that the weekend after next I'm having off. I'm loading my schedule right now to make sure.
The weekend after next. I will say, I'm on fucking spring break. So,
Let's see. So
I
yeah,
have this whole next week.
the
Except work. That's at night.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Well, anyways, I can still go off of this one. On
Just go
the
off.
weekend of the 5th, I have off.
Weekend of the 5th. So, okay, yeah, I see. So not this coming Saturday, but the one afterwards.
Yes.
And I'm assuming... Are you free on the 28th? For Thursday? Because I am. I don't know if everyone else is. But...
Let me check.
Yeah, it's okay, yeah. I want to run this by particularly... Oh, you said Thursday is actually like a really good day for you.
yeah, that's when I get off class and jump on.
Okay, then the kicker would be Garth and Fred.
So do you mean this current week?
Yeah, so the
Yes.
28th.
Let's
If not, then it's
see.
fine. No pressure.
Pressure.
We're looking
Yeah,
at it
isn't
as a
that next
possibility.
week? Wait, no. Yeah, I'm getting
Look at it as a
confused.
possibility.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, it might be a bit. It might be on the next day. Okay, I'll punch
yeah,
it in
because
on
it's-
roll 20,
okay,
and then
I
you
see.
could, and then roll 20 will convert it for you because roll 20.
Yes, I can do Thursday.
So,
Awesome.
don't get super
That's-
That
hyped.
specific Thursday.
Great.
That's what you mean.
That's great because I am gonna warn you guys that. So I have the weekend of the 5th off, but then the 12th I'm working because that's prom weekend, and then
Ew.
my sister is having a baby that next week.
Aw.
So
They scheduled a baby?
well, it's due the
You can do
16th,
inductions,
so it's
can't
gonna
you?
be happening like sometime around.
Around that
Yeah.
stretch of time.
Because I have, the weekend of April 18th, that one I have off because of Easter and everything, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
420.
be hanging out with my nephew. So
Fair.
just in general, weekends after that might be a little bit sketchy because I'm gonna be being like helping my sister, not
Not
like
suffer
actually get
entirely.
some full nights of sleep occasionally.
We could pull a one shot if you need some time off. I
Yeah,
guess.
I'll let you guys know what happens.
Well, that's what we'll end up probably doing. This coming quarter, I have Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays off. Because I'm done with life. And so we can start doing stuff in the middle of the week now, if we're so inclined. Stuff like that.
That may be difficult for me, but some days.
Yeah, I know it may be difficult. I'm not saying we
Yeah,
should. I'm
and,
saying
like,
that the option
if
is
y'all
there.
want to do a weird little like side campaign while I'm dealing with
We have a
the
series of
weird
one shots. I still have it in my mind to do the old bard one shot.
Yeah.
horrible.
Just
I
be
love
fucking
it.
rock stars.
No, I'm gonna put you. You know where I'm gonna put you if we run that one shot?
Where?
I'm gonna put you in the Farcast Peninsula.
Oh, dope. Just
Because there's a fun thing about the Farcast Peninsula. There's a town there just for fairies. Like, fairies just straight up took it over. All the nobles are fairies. The people living there are normal, mostly fairies, some are normal schmucks. And every year, because these are fairies, there's a fun party. It's like Carnival. And I will just fucking
And a
pick you guys.
mystery
in the
ensues.
middle of Carnival.
Yeah, and you guys will just have like not PvP and like you guys will kill each other sense, but you guys will have PvP in the sense of you guys will be agents of different fairies trying to uncover different specific things for your field.
I can't
It'll be
wait to lose. That still sounds fun. Even if losing
Yeah,
is
it'll be very interesting. We'll probably just start ringing out people,
Yeah,
but
give
that's
me
something for
a-
the future.
Give me a little heads up about that one because I have so much bad poetry that I could.
Oh god.
Super fun.
Yeah, if I could like pull out a little bit, I can always bring the ukulele back.
Oh shit!
The only
Yeah.
here's the thing,
I need
my
to buy a
only
kazoo.
proud moment of being a bard in Garth's one shot was whenever I thought to sing Jumper to Dragana whenever she
I
was
remember
pulling a
that.
Dragana
Jumper?
move.
Jumper?
It was a
It's
song.
that wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
I don't know.
It was a
This
beautiful.
is a bad time to say I
melody.
don't know music like at
Wow.
all.
I'll
sorry.
find the bit and I'll
I
send
also
you a
forget
link
that you're
to it
younger
later.
than us too, but
He's a
No,
weirdo.
no. Even people like I have friends. They straight up took a night to go on like a together tube. It's like YouTube, but you all watch it synchronized. And they just like unleashed like a bunch of music on me. And they were like, "Do you know this?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "God damn it!"
it was a very good pop culture reference. That's all you need to know, Crash.
Fair enough. But
Right.
To be fair, Taryn, that magical girl bard, 10 out of 10.
Here's the thing. I'm probably gonna revive her for stuff in the future with different stuff.
Hell yeah.
nice.
'Cause-
Okay.
Very
All I'm
fun
gonna
to
say
play
is
alongside.
that Anella should definitely mention this town in the future at some point. Just meant like it'd be an idea.
She's been there. She's lived there for a time.
I'm not at all surprised, but like, hey, Chedamir.
No,
go
I can
through
run
that.
through the like. She became a fairy.
Oh.
She had a fairy godmother. She spent. It's like sending someone abroad for studies. She got sent there along
Oh.
with Danny.
That sounds like
Like,
a
oh,
great
we need
idea.
to greet you with Fey society. Here's a fucking town in the one realm. We won't keep you, Taryn, but from the sounds of
so
it,
I'm,
we
like,
are
I'm
good.
like, good night,
That's the
everybody.
bit-
Yeah. Good night. We will see you Thursday. Fingers crossed.
See you Thursday.
Uh,
Bye bye.
Is she gone? Oh well.
Yeah.
I didn't get to
Well, what's
say
up?
my thing, because I'm actually
Oh,
don't get disappointed yet. There's a plus and a minus. I am scheduled that day from 2:30 to 8:30 p.m. But my best buddy doesn't work that day, and he does usually want to pick up hours. It's
Oh,
not
is he
just-
like hurting for cash?
His significant other, who honestly I'm surprised I'm not married at this point,
Ah,
is gonna go to school, like maybe Davis or somewhere like that. So they need to pick up cash so
Ooh.
they can like move.
oh, Davis.
Yeah, Davis.
Like you see Davis, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Davis is a smart kid school, so good on her for getting in.
Well, I'm not sure if they're confirmed that. It's either Davis or like one other also pretty damn smart school. Not Berkeley, but some other school. But yes.
Nah, no one cares about Berkeley. UCI maybe. UCI is pretty good. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere, but...
It's smart.
UCLA is literally in downtown Los Angeles, so you're honestly as likely to find a college party as homeless people.
If it's in the middle of nowhere, housing costs should be more affordable.
No, it's honestly one of the more... If you're okay with, like, being sort of stuck in, like... Okay, when I say it's in the middle of nowhere, I don't mean, like, it's surrounded by countryside, but, like, just in terms of relevance, like, it's not near LA, easy LA, rather, and stuff like that, and not much amazing stuff happens out there, like, stuff like that. Like, you know Coachella? You guys heard of it? Pretty big?
I've heard of the name, yes.
Yeah, I go to UCR, and Coachella, the place it takes place is a place called Indio, is like fucking a rock tossed down the freeway. So it's like, oh hey, well, UCR during Coachella, it's like, yep, it's fucking hell traffic.
Don't go to school.
UCR.
To be fair, where I grew up is, by comparison, probably kind of like the Feywilds compared to what you're talking about right now in terms of how in the middle of nowhere it was.
Yeah, no, I am not, like, you described like your like living space and everything or living environment, and I'm like, man, that sounds magical. That's so cowboy. I'm like, wow. Forest?
The house I lived in was like a mansion type house, surrounded by forest on one end.
What the fuck?
A big,
that's amazing.
like a cattle thing where, like, what do you call that?
Like a ranch
with fence around, fenced
a
in
ranch
area.
A farm, an animal farm.
Not farm. It's like where pasture that's fenced in.
Probably just call it a pasture.
Yeah, I would pasture a ranch, one of those.
Probably more like a pasture then, and then
a roaming area.
A small village, like 10-15 minutes walk down.
I just realized you lived in a mansion and you had a village nearby. You actually sound like...
Right? Like, where does the line between bread and alder begin and ends?
You sound like on every other weekend you go terrorize the townsfolk.
Yeah, and there's a pretty huge lake that the village is named after, like a 20 minutes walk or a quick bicycle ride. I want to say north.
No.
And then there's a big forest separating the village near where I lived with the other most nearby human settlement. It would be like a 45-minute on the bike.
Yo, it's very close.
Yeah, and there was even a like a jogger's trail that you could take through the forest.
I should stop the recording now.